Yes, this is Gracie Ruth, social media and visual content strategist. Thank you so much for being here. Prior to being a social media and visual content strategist, I was a real estate agent and an asset manager for Fannie Mae for many, many years back in the 90s. I worked in selling REOs and selling regular purchases, regular home sales for many, many years. So I have a lot of experience in the field. And there was a time when I really wanted to do something new. And 3 years ago, I decided to start this new career. And because, when you're in real estate, you manage to a lot of facets of your business: marketing, networking, and putting the files together, and even doing some research about the property and such. So I decided to launch myself as a social media strategist and help other entrepreneurs, other realtors who are experiencing overwhelm and who need some guidance as to how to do marketing in today's age, which is technology age, social media age. So I'm going to go show you my slides and tell you what this course is about. One moment, and we can start planning our 2017 and start with on the right side, on the right path. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Share my screen. Okay. Yes. Welcome to Power Planning Social Media 2017. A little bit about me. I am on a mission to help you grow a profitable online business that you can't get enough of. I live in beautiful Los Angeles, California. I've been doing online marketing for the past 3 years to help both entrepreneurs and real estate professionals to maximize their marketing efforts, save time, work with a strategy, and build a profitable business. Prior to my current career/business, I worked in the real estate industry since 1992. I have extensive REO knowledge and experience gained while working at Fannie Mae in the REO department, handling numerous functions and responsibilities. And you know that when you have REOs, the responsibility and functions are quite a lot. So one moment. Quite a lot. Yes. Okay. So what is content calendar? A lot of people were asking me, "What is this?" And sure enough, it's not something that it's not a common term that everybody understands. It's almost, if you're new to social media or to online marketing, this idea of a content calendar sounds a little bit out of this world or strange. So content calendar, it's a calendar where you plan your content for a week, for a month, and up to 3 months if possible. But it's a place where you post, where you plan all your ideas, your posts, your live streamings, your tips, and everything that you want to share with your audience. So we start first with brainstorming or a brain dump. This is where we write down what we want to talk about. And, for a week, for a month, everything that you want to put on the menu. So this is your kind of like your wish list. Put everything on this list. You want to talk about listings. You want to talk about what is an easement. You want to show people what to look for when they're buying a home, what to look for when they're selling a home, how to prepare their home for a sale. Because if you realize there are some sellers who say, well, I need to net $900,000 because X, Y, and Z. But if you, a lot of times their home is not worth a 900,000. So the client needs to be and we need to educate the client. We need to tell them home values, the realistic home values, and what, so we can come up with a uh, an educated value of their home, not just, yeah, I wish to net 900,000 and that's what I want, no less than that. So we throw everything in this brain dump list. We're going to talk about easements. We're going to talk about property lines. You're going to educate, because what we need to do is educate our home buyers and our home sellers. For a home seller, we will need to talk about the importance of having a clean, tidy up house, the importance of staging a home, and what would make your home increase value. Not a pretty carpet, but a nice kitchen, nice bathrooms. Giving them a lot of material to learn. Okay, if I put flowers in my front lawn, is that going to increase my house $100,000? No, it's like I said before, we need to educate the our audience, and we need to show that we are an expert in our field. We don't just throw ideas without any specific results. So we start writing, putting our ideas and topics on paper. We're going to talk about home values. We're going to talk about how to before we even go out there looking for the perfect dream home, we need to find out what is the value, what is the home that you can qualify for. So we will talk to your mortgage broker and find out, why we need to talk to a mortgage broker, or a bank, because we need to find out if you qualify for a 300,000 home or 900,000 home. If you qualify for a 300,000, you cannot go look for $900,000 home. It makes sense. So we need to put all these ideas together, and remember, is to educate our audience. So we're going to talk about different aspects of real estate. What is the different types of title? Because some people may be single, some people may be married, other people may be just living together, and they may own the house together. So we need to educate them. So once we put all our ideas on paper, then we need to put them in buckets. And the buckets would be blog posts. What titles are going to go into a blog post? What is curate content? Curate content is content that is blog posts from other sources that are sharing good information. So we don't just share the entire blog post of someone else, but we curate the important parts of it. And quotes. People like to read quotes, and quotes that are encouraging, and quotes that are that pertain to your business, not quotes about something like quotes that that are not relatable to your business. For example, if your business is real estate or mortgage, you cannot, it won't be good to share a quote about fitness or eating healthy, because we're not talking about food or eating healthy or fitness. We're talking about encouraging people to buy a home, to, we are change makers. We're going to help people find their dream home and find it in the right location. About blog posts, we can talk about the communities, the different communities. For example, I live in Los Angeles. We can talk about Pasadena. There are the different types of homes there are in this area, the historic area, the home values, the schools in the area. Why are they good schools in this area? And which ones are, there are properties that are past the freeway, the 210 freeway. The values in the area, there are, Pasadena is in 4 different areas. So there are some areas that are better than others, and some are not so good as the others. So we need to educate people which area has the best schools, the best, closest restaurants, and touristic areas to go to. So quotes, tips, and educate. Yes, this is the area where we educate the people about the neighborhood, the schools, the local schools. We educate them about the local restaurants in the area. What's in the area? We can talk about the Rose Parade, a little bit of history of the Rose Parade, and why it would be so wonderful to live in this area. Not just, well, the property homes in this area are in the price range of 600 to a million, or more. And I'm just throwing numbers. It's not that those are the values. I'm throwing numbers right now. Okay, so the next slide. Set an intention for your content calendar. So what is the goal of planning out a month's worth of content for your social media and your blog posts, if you have a blog? Okay. One of the goals would be to get more visibility, to show, I put too many words here. To show that you're an expert in your niche, to grow your audience, to build your email list, to get leads and turn them into paying clients or actual clients who buy a home or sell a home with you. And when I say to show that you're an expert in your niche, every day I get paper flyers, paper mailers from realtors, from mortgage brokers, and some of them do say who they are. They're an expert in real estate sales, home buyers or home sellers or mortgage brokers. And they tell you a little bit about how to qualify for a home, but there are some who are still a little bit clueless, and they're sending recipes on how to make the perfect cookie. Okay, when you're sharing how to make cookies, it's not showing that you're an expert in real estate, that you have helped X, Y, and Z number of people to buy their ideal home, or you have even helped people sell a home when they're in court, either be for divorce reasons or for conservatorship. Conservatorship is when you either the owner of the property passed away with no trust, no inheritance, no will, or the person end up with some mental illness such as dementia or Alzheimer's, and this person can no longer have make their own decisions. So then the court takes over, and then they decide to sell the home. So, and this type of sale requires a realtor, a real estate professional who actually knows how to do this. This is not a regular sale. This requires a little bit more training and patience, because it takes a lot of back and forth going to the court. So you need to explain how you have helped people. Have you helped people with REOs? Have you helped people with short sales? This is where you share. So you set your intention to show who you are, who you have helped, and also talk about stream your going through X, Y, and Z problem, and she didn't know how to sell her home or how to buy a home, and you help her to ABC, and the end result is that they found a dream home in so and so area, and you help them, you hold their hand and help them find the dream home. Now they're happy in their home. Okay, define your target audience. Are there homeowners, first-time home buyers, newly engaged couples, investors, or even couples that are going through divorce? Or like I said earlier, um, properties that are in court due to conservatorship. So we need to define that in order to find out how to, how are we going to post our content, what kind of content we're going to talk about, what kind of content we're going to share with our target audience, how we're going to educate them and entertain them at the same time. We need to be ourselves and show who we are and how we are. Okay. Create original content. This is based on your experience. So you can be seen as a professional who can guide a home buyer or a home seller to make an educated purchase or sale. For instance, I had an REO that we were, in the entire process took 2.5 years. And it was, this property was an REO to start with. And then the Los Angeles housing department had interest in this property. They put a lien on the property because the previous owner did not do any repairs. So the property was neglected, and the LA housing department put a lien, and they required that this property be put up to code and make it habitable again. And the tenants were in a situation where it was not right for them to live in that property, and they were also paying $125 a month rent. So it was not a good situation for anyone. So you can explain this type of situation, how you fixed it, how you helped, and how everybody was able to win. I personally handle that. I helped the property. I helped the landlord, who was at the time, it was Wells Fargo. I helped them by keeping communication with the tenants, by bringing a company that rehab the entire property, from the roof to the carpet to fixing windows to getting rid of all the junk that the tenants had in the backyard. And the property was put back to normal living conditions. And eventually the LA Housing Department released the property, and they gave us the okay to, they let go of the lien, and the property was nice, beautiful, and the tenants were happy, and their rent increased to normal fee, not to $1,500 and up, but it went from $125 to I think $600, because it was in a property. It was in an area that it was not, the rent cannot be increased more than 3 times or more than 4 times of their current, what they were currently paying. But that's a story to tell. It was a rough situation. We went up and down, and we were able to complete, solve the problem, and everybody was happy. So that's how you can create, or you can do live streaming to create original content. And it doesn't have to be like 3 hours long or an hour long. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 10 minutes where you just share a little bit about a story, because people relate to stories more than, I read in so-and-so book that blah, blah, blah. People relate to stories. Stories stay in their mind longer than just any article or any formula. Oh, you can sell a home by, doing this and that. Okay, create a social media library. And this starts when we take pictures of the property. We take pictures of different types of property. For instance, if we're going to talk about an easement to educate home buyers, what is an easement? We can take a picture of, for instance, I had a property, I own a property that when we first bought it, the kids were little. We only had 1 car. So we didn't think at the time, that an easement would be a problem. So it was 1 driveway for 2 houses. And at the time, we only had one car, and the kids were little. So the time went by, the kids grew up, the kids had their own car, and we only had one driveway for both properties, and people needed to go in and out, and that created conflict. That created a little bit of problem. So you can educate people. Are you going you if you buy a home that has an easement, this could be the type of problem that you're going to face eventually in the future. So you can take pictures of um, neighborhoods, pictures of homes, pictures of everything related to how you want to educate your audience. You can take quotes about the feeling of selling a home, the feeling of buying a home, the feeling when your first time home buyer buys their first home. They're excited. They're they're super excited about their first home, and you can share a quote, share something, share the emotion that they experience. You can do live streaming, and you can repurpose all this content. You can do videos, you can do tips, a 2-minute tip, and you can create all those tips, all those videos in one day, and then share them periodically throughout the week or once a week, so you can give a variety to your audience, to your followers, to your clients, to your email list. Okay, blog posts. You can also create a series of all this into a library. And also, part of your blog could be tweetables. A little sentence could be a tweetable. It has to be catchy, has to be something that people will learn, something attention grabbing. And we can repurpose this system. Because did you know that a blog post can, or even a video, can be repurposed in several different parts? It could be a blog post, it could be a video, it could be a tweetable, it could be share in Instagram, share in Facebook. Okay, not using the right tools. Schedule content for a week, a month, and even up to 3 months worth. And some of the tools are Post Planner, Hootsuite, Grump, and Buffer. I use Grump for Instagram. And this is a great application, because you can post in advance right from your computer. So there's no need to go into your phone and schedule one at a time. And, like other applications that it's not fully automated, but this one it is. So I highly recommend it. The same with Hootsuite and Post Planner. They are not free, but they're worth the membership is so worth it, because it saves you a ton of time, and you plan ahead, and just plan it ahead, and you don't have to worry about, oh, it's 3 o'clock and I haven't posted anything all day long. No, you already schedule it in advance. So that's taking care, so you can focus on what's important. Taking care of your current clients, taking care of your pipeline, taking care of your escrows. If there's anything that comes up, you're there to take care of it. Any questions? Do you have any questions? I would like to know if you have any questions. Okay. So start 2007 with the right strategy to generate leads and save time, and ditch the overwhelm. The way you ditch the overwhelm is by setting all this up in advance. You can set up 1 week in advance, 2 weeks in advance, or even up to 3 months. That depends up to you how much content you want to share. But there are some let me go back here. There are some content that you don't have to no, you can schedule it. It's like a continuous message that you share throughout the month, but you don't have to share it every month. You just schedule it like once a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks. So that's filling in the blanks. And also, let's say you already scheduled the entire month of January, but something comes up, something unusual, like an event in your company or a real estate event. Then you will share it live. You can share, I'm going to so and so real estate company event, or I'm going to, or you can do live streaming of your current listing. Newsflash: we have a new listing in the area of blank blank blank. It could be Pasadena or Glendale or any community where you live, and you can do your live streaming with your phone, and that you could share a picture of the property and then say, I will be live at 2:30 p.m. today. Stay tuned. And then at 2:30, you go live and you share, the entire neighborhood, how quiet it is, how clean it is, the curb appeal. And then as you walk in, you can show the floors, you can show the crown moldings, you can show everything about the property. So yes, if you have any questions. So I like to share that this social media, Power Social Media 2017, it's a course. It's a 4-hour course, live training, where you and I will be together online via Zoom. That's another application where I share my screen, where we can talk. You can see me, I can see you, and we can discuss, plan out in detail your next, your marketing online, your online marketing planning for 2017. And it starts on December 27, where we plan out we start with the brain dump, or brainstorming, where we just throw everything in there, all the ideas, all the topics to talk about. And then we put them together in the buckets to figure out, okay, this goes here. These are tweetables. These are Instagram posts. These are Facebook posts. These are like I share quotes, tips and tutorials, or to educate my audience. And then what topics to discuss in live streaming, for instance, Facebook or Instagram, now that they have the Instagram stories. And Periscope is that if that's something that you are currently using, and you need more ideas, so we can work on that too. And once we have all those ideas, then I show you how to plan it out in the actual calendar that I send you guys when I told you about this webinar, where we will go hands-on. We will post, okay, on Monday, we're going to post about the importance of staging your home. So we're going to put it on the calendar for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, a little quote, a little story. And then we're also going to do, it's showing you how to do Facebook live streaming. And then how to schedule everything using Post Planner and Hootsuite. And I will show you how to use Grump. Grump is an application that I use to post my Instagram posts in advance. So they're there, and I don't have to worry how to do it, when to do it. Like, I haven't posted in X amount of days. So you do everything in one day, and you forget it. Oh, and you also post on your calendar here on your notifications in your phone when is the next time to update your content. Because we can let's say we're gonna schedule posts content for 2 weeks. So you need to figure out, you need to post a notification on your phone where it actually tells you it's time to plan out the next 2 weeks or plan out the next 4 weeks. So in this training, you will also have a bonus, and the bonus includes how to optimize your Facebook page. I have seen a lot of people, not just realtors, real estate professionals, but I have seen other entrepreneurs that do not optimize. And this is super, super several reasons. And I'm going to show you. A lot of times I get friend requests and it just shows their name and it just says self-employed. Self-employed doesn't tell me if this person sells real estate or if they sell books or if they are in an MLM or if they sell, I don't know. It just says self-employed. So you need to say, I work in blah, 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 whatever company it is. And it's not so that I understand that some people don't want to share this with their friends. But if you send me a friend request, I want to know, the first thing I want to know is, are you an entrepreneur? If you are, what do you do? Are you a chiropractor? Are you a nutritionist? Are you a real estate agent or a mortgage broker? It's good to tell people what you are. And that's in your personal page. Then once you go to the About section, it should have a link to take me to your business page. And your business page is super, super important to grow as a business, to grow as an entrepreneur, to grow as a person. Because this is our our storefront, but it's rented because we do not own Facebook or any other social media platform. Our home would be our website, our blog. But before we send them to our blog or website, we need to have our Facebook page optimized. And your Facebook business page should say what you do. It has a short description for a brief 60-second elevator pitch. And then it has a section where you tell your full story. I help X, Y, and Z people, and I've been doing this for X, Y, and Z number of years. And my passion is to, or my objective is to, blah, 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 blah. And have a link to your website. They need to go to your website because that is your home. That is your storefront. That is where you welcome them and you offer them your services, but in a way that is not pushy, in a way that is not like, buy a home with me or sell a home with me, where social media, it's about being social, creating relationships, and showing that you are a professional in your field. Helping people is how you build trust. Helping them by telling them, okay, let's say you have someone walk into your office and say, look, I have a problem. I can't sell my home because X, Y, and Z problem. What do you suggest? And then you can explain something like that in your social media. A client came in with X, Y, and Z question, and let me tell you how we can fix that, or what my result is, or what my solution is. Yes, this will be a 4-hour training. It will be live training, and it will be recorded. You can watch it again and again, because I will be sending you the link to the membership site where you can see these videos over and over again, so you can go back, rewind, and adjust whatever you need to do. And so it will have, so to recap everything, the course will have the step-by-step how to work with the content calendar that I share with you, how to schedule all this using the third-party applications, what types of content to create the how to create the social media or content library, and it will also have a tutorial on how to create graphics, custom branded graphics, especially for you, so you can design your own graphics. So you don't have to send them to a professional graphic designer. You can do them right there and then yourself. You don't have to buy a third-party application to create branded images. I will show you how to do that using Canva and PicMonkey. And we will do the scheduling with Post Planner and Hootsuite and Grump, so you can see how this works. And then the bonus would be a separate training that you can have access, for lifetime. You can have access lifetime to everything, but this is the bonus: how to optimize your Facebook business page, how to get more engagement, how to post your post in, how to schedule your post in social media, in Facebook particularly. And speaking of social media, you don't have to be in all the social media platforms, because it could be confusing if you're new to social media, and it could be overwhelming if you're new to social media and you don't have time to be in every platform out there. You can start with one or two. One could be Facebook, because everybody's on Facebook, no matter what. Everybody's on Facebook. But if you believe that your audience is somewhere else, like let's say Twitter, then you can create content for Twitter and Facebook. And like I said, you don't have to be in every platform. You can be in two. It could be Facebook and Twitter, or Facebook and Instagram, or Facebook and LinkedIn. Start with two. Once you get those two well positioned, and you have visibility, people recognize you, you are there constant platform, anyone that you know that your client is there. When I say constant or consistency, is consistency in your branding, in your colors, in your fonts, and consistency in posting every day. So all this, it's for a price. It's an introductory price of $97. It is well worth it, because it's 4 hours of training, plus you can have this training for lifetime in the membership site, where you log in anytime, any day, and you can watch these videos again and again. And it also has the bonus of Facebook page optimization. All this is for $97. I will be posting the link here so that you can click on it and pay for it. And the actual live training starts on December 27th, so that we can start the year right, with content already on our calendar and ready to start focusing on what's important, on our clients, on our business, on our escrows, on focusing on what we do best. So do you guys have any questions? Oh, I see you don't have any questions right now. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your interest. And I will be sharing the webinar replay in a couple hours, so you can see it again. And if you have any questions, please send me an email at Gracie@gracieruth.com. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.